Okay, so with sequences, it says simply listing the first few terms is not sufficient to define a unique sequence. And to see this, consider the following sequences. Both have the same first three terms. And this is what I was just talking about in 3C. You see that, like, first off, these start out the same. So if I came up with an equation and I just checked the first three terms, it would work. But there's a possibility that when we get to the fourth term or the 10th term or whatever, they might not work. So that's what I'm saying. Make sure you check 3 or 4 or 5 of them at the beginning, 3, 4 or 5 of them at the end to make sure it works all the way through it, okay? All right, so another thing here is recursively. Recursively just means that the new number you're looking for is defined by using a previous number. So we're going to plug in the previous number to find the next number. So example 4 says write the first 5 terms of the sequence defined recursively as a sub 1 is 5, a sub k is 3, a to the k minus 1, a to the sub k minus 1 plus 2, where k is greater than or equal to 2. Alright, so it wants us to find the first 5 terms, and I already know the first one. It told me that a sub 1 equals 5. But then I got a sub 2. Well, just like before, notice instead of saying an n, they put a k here, but here's that k over here again. So when I'm looking for a sub 2, that's 3 times a sub k, which in this case is 2 minus 1, and then a big plus 2, which I can simplify that 2 minus 1 there. So that gives me 3a to the sub 1 plus 2. But do we know a sub 1? Yes, it was our previous number written right above. That's why they gave me a sub 1. So I'm going to plug that in. So a sub 1 was 5, and so I've got 3 times 5 plus 2, which is 17. Then when I go to find my third term, now you're not really telling me I wanted the first 5, so let me go ahead and do this. So 1, 2, 3, there's my fourth term, and this is going to be my fifth term. It just lets me know that I'm done. I don't try to stop too soon. I don't try to go too far. So now, when I go to find my third term, my k is going to be 3. So we got 3a sub k minus 1. Well, k is 3, so it's 3 minus 1, and then my normal size plus 2. So I got 3a to the subscript is 3 minus 1, which means it's sub 2 plus 2. Do we know a sub 2? Yes, that's the answer we just found right above. So that's 3 times that's 17 plus 2, which is 51 plus 2, which is 53. Then we just keep going. So now k is going to be 4, so it's 3a to the sub 4 minus 1, and then plus 2. So 3a sub 4 minus 1, so that's sub 3 plus 2. And I know that a sub 3 was 53. Add 2. Multiply those out, and we get, what's that, 159, so 161. And then for my last one, k is now 5, so it's 3a to the sub 5 minus 1, and then my plus 2. So 3a sub 4 plus 2. We know a sub 4 is 161, so we got 3 times 161 plus 2. Work that out, and we get, is that 483 plus 2, so 485. And so there's my first 5 terms using that recursive formula.